What's good with y'all, man? How are you doing today? I should have done YouTube a long time ago, but I couldn't because I'm an addict. Look at my fucking teeth, that shit is terrible. So today's day one of me becoming sober. Changing my life for the better. I've heard a lot of people. I've come to a realization that not just the drugs, but the unhealthy lifestyle, not taking life as serious. There's a lot of things that factored in within the past couple years that I kind of stopped. A lot of people say they don't care, and most people don't care about 25%, I would say. And then through life, as you get older, I don't want to say if it doesn't go your way, because I'm pretty sure for the majority of people, life's not going to go the way you want. It's going to go the way it needs to go so you can grow. If you decide to grow, if you decide to let, if you decide to let the losses become lessons, then you can actually grow as a person. I feel like I stopped my growth, and I'm blessed that I do music, because if I didn't do music and I didn't make beats or rap, I probably would have wasted a lot of my life just smoking, watching content, making other people super wealthy. I don't want to say I regret the things I did, because it's a strong word, and I genuinely don't regret the things I did. Even though right now I'm homeless in my car with my dog, I don't regret the things I did, because I have... What are you doing? I have a very strong mind, and I knew what I was doing. It was more for anxious, and I smoked to pause life, like real life, and that's what people smoke for. They smoke so they can relax and just get away from life. That's what drugs are for in general. Pretty much, I just want to come on here and say that I don't know a lot of people like genuinely, because a lot of people mask themselves and they don't like show you who they really are, because they're afraid of being judged or all this stuff. But like I said, I've been homeless for about 5 months now in my car. I've been reading the Bible. I've been really trying to change my ways, because I understand everything I've done and people I've hurt, it was me. A lot of people say it's a drug, and yeah, it was definitely the drug. It was definitely like me neglecting them and abusing their love. But the thing that I was talking to my brother, and I apologized to him today, but I told him that, even though I know I'm sorry and I apologize to him, that I hope he knows I was incoherent. Like I knew what I was doing, but at the same time, I wasn't fully awake. I wasn't fully ready to give up. This week right now, this is like day 3, or this is day 1 for real, but like day 3, like I just went to the hospital. They took blood out. I just told them I didn't feel right. I didn't feel real. I didn't know what's going on. And then, my dad, and see, the thing is, like, I have a couple people in my life that are still around, even though they can't fully help me get off the street. They're still helping as much as they can, and I do appreciate them, because most people don't even get any help. And, pretty much, I realized that, like, they say a lot of things that they say that are cliche aren't. They're actually true. It's just you're not broken enough to understand how true they are. Like life is super simple. Because my brother, he's married, he has a house, he has everything, right? But he still finds things to argue about, because life is stressful, and you're gonna argue. You're not gonna be a perfect happy person every day, right? But I tried to let him know that you pretty much have everything in life you can want. Like, once you have a business, a couple businesses, that's even better. Once you have a wife or a marriage and a child, and once you have more understanding about life, all there is like a bigger house and a better car. There's no like more to it, you know? Like just love everybody and try to like share your knowledge of life with people. And that's one thing I realized, like, because I was talking to him and he was like, yo, I've tried to help my sister, he's tried to help so many people that like he doesn't want to keep helping because he feels like it's wasting time or his time, you know what I mean? But the reason I think people don't realize that's all there is there, that's all we have right now. Like, it's just everybody just gets up and goes to work. And then I understand you got to go to work. I work too, and I'm on the streets. I'm homeless. And I'm literally working every day. I do DoorDash. Thank God I have something to make money. But my whole point with that is you live for your job that don't care about you. My mom worked for Kmart for 20 plus years. They didn't give her a celebration. They didn't do anything. In fact, towards the end of her life, when she was about to die, they fired her. And they fired her because she lost a toe and she couldn't really walk anymore and she had to take time off. And then when she was coming back, she was getting sick, and you know, they just fired her just like that. Like, she like 20 years, who cares, we'll go find somebody else could be a manager, it doesn't matter. So the point of the matter is, like I stated before, I think I really do have a strong mindset, and I know I smoke a lot of weed. And that's another thing, I'm blessed that I don't do, like, it's crazy because like my teeth are so fucked. This is from sugar. I don't drink alcohol, not even at all, not even a little bit. I hate alcohol. I take a sip every like super special occasion. A sip, I swear, nothing more. I don't like it. And I'd be like, if it tastes bad and you feel bad doing it, like, why even do it? Like, the only reason I do smoke, and let me rephrase, I smoke weed. I don't smoke any hardcore drugs. The only reason I do justify smoking weed, I even tell my friend, if I have to smoke bad weed, I'm not gonna smoke, because then you're a genuine addict. Like, if you have to smoke anything you can, see, that's why I was like, I felt blessed because even though I let myself smoke and I told myself it was okay and it didn't matter, I genuinely like had some control. Like I said, I'd only smoke good weed. You know, I only smoke blunts, which is another bad thing, because I'm not just addicted to the weed. Because I want to refrain that. I want to rephrase, because the people are gonna think like, oh, he smokes weed. He probably not. He probably fucked himself over, or, you know, it's not the weed. And I do want to refrain that it's not really the weed. It's me not smoking it in moderation. You know, in the beginning, you're smoking it. You're smoking it after long days of work, and you're tired, and lots of stuff. But then as the days go on, you realize you're just smoking to smoke. I smoke morning when I wake up, and then I smoke after I'm done with my shift, and then I smoke at night when I'm going to sleep. So that's 3 times a day, multiple blunts. So that's a lot of nicotine and a lot of stuff. So I know I'm addictive. And I'm making this video right now because this is my withdrawal video. I went to the hospital because I felt weird, and I was talking to my dad, and like I said, I think it was withdrawal. I think I'm still going through withdrawal. It's barely super early. This is the first time I've really genuinely tried to quit weed. Everybody says they're gonna quit, but like, I don't know how many people genuinely wanted to. And I understand that my situation is a big hindrance and the reason why I want to quit. Don't get me wrong, but it's just it's time. I was watching a video and it literally stated that weed will let you know when it's time to quit, and I genuinely feel like it's time to quit. Like, I talk a lot. And weed dulls me out, but not in a bad way to other people, but not in a bad way to me, because I still consume all the information, right? So I'll watch a movie, I'll know everything about it, you know, I'll learn more about it. So like, I just don't show the emotion. I'm emotionless, you know what I mean? So, and that's the weed. Like, I talk, like, look how much I'm talking. I told my brother today, I think I have ADHD, and that's one reason why I smoked a lot of weed, because I'm just antsy. I talk a lot, I do a lot, and that's why I was smoking in the beginning. But I didn't realize over these years I've smoked so much weed consistently for, like, okay, I've been smoking weed since I was 16. I'm 27 right now, so that's 11 years, right? But I want to say that for about realistically 5 years to maybe 4 years, all 5, say 6, I don't care, I'm not trying to act like I'm better, maybe 7 years, who knows? But I don't want to, I was living at my brother's for about 3 years since the pandemic started. So that's 3 years since the pandemic started, and when I was living there, he was really trying to help me, and I even let him know this morning that he really did help me. Like, he might not, like, he's even told me, like, you know, I let you live with me and it didn't really help, but, you know, people are not going to see it. People are not going to see it instantaneously. And a lot of people aren't going to grow instantaneously, or they're not going to grow on the outside instantaneously. So they're going to grow a lot on the inside, and I let him know that. Like, my brain, I learned a lot. I never held a job for longer than a year, and when I was living there, I had a job for a year. I was a security guard at Allied Universal for over a year, before things got south, and I was living in a hotel for a year, working as a security guard, and I paid like $30,000 to live there at the hotel because I couldn't get into a place, because I couldn't add, you know, there's no way, there's no way, I don't want to say that's excuses, making excuses. That's one thing that's super important that we learn on this journey, is that No more excuses. You are the master of your life. You're literally the dictator of your life, the decisions you make, everything. You can do anything you want to do, respectfully, under the under the guidance of yourself. Like, I don't know, there's so many things I say I want to do and I don't do them, and I realize a lot of it is because of weed. And it's not because of weed, like weed makes me not do it, but like I said, it makes me duller. And I feel like I've already done it. There's so many things, I watch so many movies, I watch so many things, I feel like I can backflip, and I've never done a backflip. And that's just because I've consumed so much content and so much different types of movies, videos, knowledge, like lessons. I've watched backflip videos. I've watched so many different types of videos, and I smoke so much that I feel like I've done it. And you kind of go through life with the feeling of like, oh, I've done that. Like, I feel like I'm an amazing producer, and I haven't released half the music I've ever made because I didn't believe in myself, you know? And as I get older, I'm like, yo, I'm hearing my old stuff, and it's absolutely amazing. You know, it's absolutely astonishing, the message that I was trying to leave. Like, if you listen to my music, a lot of stuff that I say is and I told people that if you want to know me, just listen to my music. But if you're not famous, or if you're not doing something, or let's be real, if you're not putting your face out there, and that's what I wasn't doing, you're not gonna get seen. People aren't gonna want to talk to you. They don't want to know you. They want to know your story. They want to know you. They want to learn who you are, and that's gonna help them, like, look through your life, you know? Like, a lot of people that do music, people are so invested in them, like more so than their own people. Like, I was just watching a video where it was like, I swear Aiden Ross just dropped a video, and Chris Brown, and this lady said that she would leave her boyfriend of 3 years just to go to Chris Brown. And the funny thing is, I realized, well, I don't know about her, but I'm talking about myself. Weed, it made me lose myself because I was already smoking to get away from myself. So then I realized I really lost myself, and I put myself, and I did a bunch of things that I wouldn't do, and I did a lot of things, and it's not for the weed. I didn't do it like a drug. I'm thankful. I'm super thankful of God that I never, like, oh my God, I need to sell my PlayStation to smoke weed. You know what I mean? So I never had those antsy feelings. And even right now, going through this withdrawal, I never felt like, even right now, I am feeling weird, and I feel like super high. And that's what it says. It says, like, your body's gonna recreate the high. It's gonna make you feel like, you know, like you're on it. But all I know is that I've never tried to make this conscious effort. Like I've said, I want to quit, more so because of money, and that's a good thing too. But man, as I'm out here and I'm in my car, I realized how much I put on, like, this fake life, you know? Like, I'm really like, I'm just be honest, I don't care, you know, it is what it is. I'm a really nice person. I don't do much bad shit. I'm not the smartest person in the world, let's be honest. I make dumb decisions. But I really felt like I was super strong-minded. Anything I really want in this world, I can have. But I never put the work in 100%. I put work in, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, that'd be crazy if I was just like, yeah, I deserve a Rolex. And that's just material stuff too, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of my life I wanted material stuff that didn't matter. But it mattered because I labeled it as like a trophy, you know? So that means, like, I didn't get my trophy. That means that I didn't succeed, you know? But, like, no, that's not true, you know? Success is different to everybody. It's different, you know? What do you want to eat? What impact do you even want to leave on this world? Like, I get so tied up. We get so tied up in the world, right? Like, people have to get up and go to work, right? There's cops, there's judge, there's all this stuff, you know? We get so caught up in the reality that we created, you know? Because we created the society to benefit. And I'm not going to say it's not beneficial compared to, if you look at other societies, you know, third world countries, you know, America is a lot better, you know. But the thing is, it allows you to lose yourself. And it's not, I don't want to blame America because it's not its fault. Like, that's like saying, you know, if you make somebody a millionaire, like all these sayings, if you give somebody $1 million, you know, he's gonna lose it and all that. Like, it's just because you're going off of, like, experience, you know, you're going off of life experience, you know, and you're just saying that, you know, so instead of, like, believing that it can, you think that it can't instantly, you know? I've been investing in stocks for a while. I don't have any stocks now. I had to sell everything. But even when I was talking to my brother and he's been investing in stocks and now he's making a little money, I was telling him, like, there's people who take out loans and it's not about a quick get rich quick scheme. You got to realize that once you like understand stocks and learn about them a little more, you'll understand that the power of money. So for every $1,000 in 10, 15 years, you can have roughly $20,000, $30,000 depending on the stock, depending on the life, how life keeps going. But man, I have so much knowledge, and let me finish that. See, I feel like I've jumped around a lot, and I feel like a crackhead, bro. It's crazy because that's what happens when I don't smoke weed. I feel like oh, this. I have a million subjects in my head. I need to get this out. I need to say this. I need to do this. I need to do that. And really, I smoke weed to just. But see, now I'm learning to do that on my own. And it's not just the weed. Like I wanna very elaborate on that, because people won't know, and then I don't want people to be like, oh, commenting, oh, the weed, you're just an addict and you just hate weed, or a lot of stuff, or whatever they want to. I mean, you can comment whatever you want, feel free. But what I'm saying is, don't think it's just the weed. I mix weed with sugar and fat and unhealthy food, and I do that all the time. And I realized I wouldn't even drink as much soda, and I wouldn't do a lot of shit if I didn't smoke as much weed. I also only smoke blunts, and I probably mentioned that before. So it's nicotine. So I don't do pipes. I don't do bongs, and it's a lot cleaner when you do pipes and bongs. You get high, but not as high in like a weird way, and it's not like lingering, and there's no smell. And a lot of people don't like really hate weed too much. They hate more so tobacco, and I don't want to say they don't hate weed. They don't, but like, you know what I mean? Like even my brother, he doesn't like tobacco, but he didn't mind me smoking weed. I just smoked blunt, so it made the house smell like tobacco instead of like weed, So my whole point is just, you can take life under your own. That didn't even make any sense. You can take your own life under control. I think that made more sense. You can do whatever you want. You can wake up every single day and make a conscious effort. It's really hard to break. I don't know if I want to say the matrix, but it's really hard to break out of like your habits, let's say, but not just the habits of like eating unhealthy and smoking or doing your bad stuff, because everybody has something. I said that, so I smoke weed, right? But somebody else drinks alcohol, and then somebody else parties, and somebody else drinks coffee, and these are addictions that like you don't realize they're addictions until you try to quit. Nobody realizes they're addicted. I've been talking to my friend who's like my really good friend. I'll do anything for him. He literally said that he would quit smoking weed, and I said, okay, go ahead, try it, because I can say the same thing a million times. I'll quit smoking. It's not going to be that hard. But once you really genuinely are going to do it, I think that life changes and things start happening, because like you can think you're smarter than the universe. You could think you're smarter than God. You can think you're smarter and you're going to get one over on them, because that's that's who I am. I genuinely thought, I'll get a job at 40, or but don't get me wrong, I want to say I'm blessed because I did music. So like everything I'm saying, imagine me also producing every day, making beats, rapping, and just engineering for people. And imagine that, because when I say things like this, like, oh, I'll get a job at 40, it's because I put everything I had, not everything I had, see, that's another lie. I put about 75% of what I had, not money wise, but like time, energy, love, into my music. So that's genuinely, like, when people come to me and they're like, yo, your music's amazing, or whatever they say, I understand it, because I put so much into it. So I don't want to sound cocky, like, I know, bro, but like, I do know, because most of my shit is from the soul. I don't even know music theory. So like, I'm just making music based off how I feel. I go for that feeling, and I try to bring you in, and I genuinely think that I can change the world, and everybody can change it's so funny, because I've heard that thing, one person can change the world, and they think, how? Like, it's impossible for one person to change the world. But it's talking. As much as I know how my voice is powerful, and as much as I know that I have the ability to change people's life, I was being selfish, and I didn't want people to see me in this state, because I have a lot of people who looked up to me, and they're gonna see me as a failure. But I also see it right now as me being stronger. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm trying not to ball out for you guys, so you guys can get some real information before I start balling out, and then I can't talk. It's been a long time, guys. 10 years, long time coming. A lot of music, a lot of shit I dropped, a lot of opportunities missed. I don't regret it. I don't regret it, because I really, like I told you, my brain is really strong. So even though I smoked, I learned a lot, and I retained a lot. And a lot of information see, that's another thing, is what are you intaking? Like, not the weed, what content or what type of stuff are you doing while smoking, or instead, you know, because if I was just watching Dora the Explorer, you know, if I'm watching fucking Nickelodeon or the movies or something that's just meaningless, or I don't want to say it's meaningless, because, you know, there's reasons for that, you know, for kids, you know, have fun, all that stuff, so it's not meaningless, but it's meaningless to an adult. Like, there's not much you can learn, but you can learn something, but you know what I mean, pretty much. It would have affected me, because I swear I said it earlier, like, if I didn't make beats, if I didn't do what I did, I told my friend this, that I'd be a failure. And I feel like I'm successful because all I told myself about 10 years was, like, 10 years ago when I was 18, I told myself the only thing I want to do, and this is also why I feel like I smoke weed, because like I kind of gave up on success because I was successful, because I told myself that if I can make a complete song, like from start to, because you got to realize 5-6 years ago I didn't know how to produce, I didn't know how to make beats, I didn't know how to do nothing. So I told myself that if I was able to produce a full song, multiple songs, the way I like it, the way, like everything, the kick, the piano, all that, because I didn't even know all that, like, back then. I would just know if I can create all the sounds and like everything, you know, I'd be successful. That's success to me. So, and then obviously once you reach success, you can aim for higher goals, you know? So, but that's why the past years I've been feeling really successful, and I've been super content, and it wasn't the time to be content. It was the time to go harder. But, you know, I lost my mom during COVID. Give me a second. You know, she was in a home. My brother didn't want to keep her because my brother dealt with my grandma dying a few years prior, and he couldn't go through it again, so he put her in a home, and, you know, it was the best thing for her. I really do think, because a lot of my habits are from my mother. You know, she was a really hard worker and really kind person, and that's why I feel so genuinely kind, because my mom was the type of person who genuinely didn't care. She would give up everything, but she wasn't as smart, so it sucked because we had to deal with, you know, stuff. But I would choose my mom over other moms any day. That's why I said I don't have regret, because, you know, I could have had a life where, oh, I remember telling my mom one time, man, I just want to sit at the dining room table. Hold on. I just want to sit at the dining room table and eat, like, as a family. Never had that. But then, you know, it's cliche, because, you know, you didn't really need that. But the whole point was, like, I wanted more of a family growing up. But they think they need to give you money, or, you know. My dad lives like 5 streets away from me right now while I'm homeless, but he created a new family, so, you know, he's got priorities. I'm an adult, I can't, you know, you can't cater to me. But the thing that sucks is I'm trying. I'm genuinely trying right now to make a difference, and they don't believe me, and I get it. Like, why would you? So all I can do is start doing shit, start making videos, start changing my life. My dog, he's 11. I had him since he was 2 weeks old. And I got my brother, I got my dad. They're like, yo, you should just give up the dog. I would never give up. I'd rather. I would never give up my dog. Never. It's not worth it. I'd rather sleep in my car. That's what I told him. That's probably why I'm here. And it is what it is. I try to make conscious decisions to do the right thing, regardless. And I fight myself every day, because I understand that if I did things that weren't necessarily right, they would get me where I want to be. You know, I'd have an apartment, I'd have different things, but it's not worth it to me. I'd rather, you know, and that's what I told my mom, like, why aren't we just in the street saving up money? Because we gotta, like, you know, if money's so important, like, why do you, like, complain? And I just didn't understand it as a child, and it sucks, because, like, but see, that's why I would never trade anything. I wouldn't trade my life, because I genuinely feel like I've gained so much knowledge and understanding, and I'm really grateful for the things that have happened to me and the choices I made. Because, like, I know a lot of people who've done crazy dumb things, and, like, I was robbed one time and I just let it happen, and there's nothing I did. I didn't fight back, and someone around me was like, yo, there's no way I would have ever done that. And, you know, it makes you, like, you look at yourself like, am I a bitch? Am I a loser? But I felt like God was like, love everybody, you know what I mean? It just sucks because I know that when I was trying to tell them to like help me, I didn't need the help, you know? I didn't need it. I was fucking myself over. Look at my teeth, look at my, you know? I didn't need the help. This is all in the past 4 years, you know. So I lost my mom, became homeless, and just started smoking everything, and not everything. I started smoking more weed than I should every day, and eating unhealthy, and not caring about life, and not taking it serious, because I felt like I have a higher connection, like I understand more, and the problem with that is, if you understand more, like I was telling my brother, you're supposed to share your knowledge. You're supposed to let people know who are out here. You know, you wonder why you're not successful. You wonder, not successful isn't money. You wonder why you're not fulfilled, you know? Because people, I also say this, that like people are nice to their family. They're nice to their family, and that's it. So they think, oh, okay, I'm a great person to my family, so I'm a great person in life. That's not true. You should treat every single person the exact same, if not better and better and better and better, and just get better. You should be able to tell a secret to a random. It's because we've become in a society where we're too like content with lying and acting like if we're better than one of another, or like, you know, all these things. But it's so funny because you can easily like debunk a lot of things. Like, a lot of people have debt and they think they're super rich, but in reality you're just debt. So but in reality you are also rich, because money is just debt. But the whole point about that is it's a really confusing system, and they did it like this purposefully, because like I was just speaking with my brother, and he's like, yo, like, it doesn't make any sense. Why haven't I been investing? Why have I just been paying debt off for all these years? Paying debt isn't going to do anything but pay debt if you continue to get more debt. You know, the only thing that paying debt's supposed to do is to allow you to get more debt and buy more things and continue on with the process. You know, I told him if I had a credit card, I probably wouldn't be homeless, because I'd have to have it, but it's not as simple as just having a credit card. You have to have a credit card with yearly balance and, you know, all this stuff, and it's crazy. But, you know, even right now I'm paying my car payment still, so I might have a car but I don't own it. So I have a car payment and I have a phone bill, and I have to eat and gas, and that's all I've been doing right now lately. And I have a bi-weekly car payment, so it's every 2 weeks. But yeah, I feel like I'm really strong-minded, and you know, I don't even realize I've been talking this long, but that's what weed does. Like, I would never have been able to do this with weed. I've started so many videos, and I'll spark a blunt and I won't talk about nothing. I won't talk about nothing, because there's so many thoughts that you have when you're smoking. You're thinking about monetization, you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that, and instead of the reality of like, man, you just gotta share your knowledge, and whatever happens, you know? Like, I know there's people going through what I'm going through, and I know there's people going through worse situations than I'm going through. So I understand. I'm super blessed, and I'm super grateful to have even the couple people that I do have trying to do anything that they could, or whatever they can, because, you know, my friend doesn't even have a job, so, you know, I understand there's not much he can do. But the moral of the story is that this is the first day being sober. It's going to be a long journey, hopefully a great one. I have a lot of energy. I'm a person, so don't put me on a pedestal. Don't like, you know, I was reading, you know, you shouldn't idolize, you know, you don't idolize me. I don't think I'm great. I don't think I'm better than anybody. And that's what I'm realizing now. I used to, and I didn't think I was like better than anybody, like richer, you know. I just thought that I was like tackling life at a better rate, or like, not a better rate, but I felt like I was tackling see, okay, this is why I am the way I am, because I felt like by doing my music and by doing my own career, that I was tackling the part of life that really mattered. And obviously, even though I knew your health mattered, I'd always say stupid things like, oh, I'll just buy teeth. You see all these people buying teeth, it doesn't matter. But, you know, my gums are getting unhealthy, and lots of things are getting unhealthy, and I can't just brush because it bleeds and it hurts, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it's pain. It's top 10 level pain. So there's nothing I can physically do other than go to a doctor, or a dentist, not a doctor, a dentist, but I can't afford a dentist, and I don't have insurance. So it's really tough, you know. But I'm not asking for help. If you want to help, I'll leave my Cash App below. You could Cash App me. Please don't if you don't. And I'm not asking for money. I don't even necessarily think money is the genuine thing. Money would help. Don't get me wrong. If I had a lot more money, it would change. But it only would change if I change. You see, that's what I'm realizing now. Like, I could have had all the money in the world and it wouldn't have mattered because I was just I just want to buy weed. First thing I thought, let's go buy weed. Let's go buy bad food. Let's go fucking sit around, do nothing. And let's do nothing, you know? And it's crazy because I would always... I would justify that by the fact that I made music, or by the fact that I used to invest in stocks. I had $10,000. I'll put pictures up. I had $7,000 in stocks. I had $10,000 in stocks. But I bought a car. I spent $3,000. And then the car broke down. The car I bought broke down, so I had to fix it. I didn't have to, but I thought I just spent $3,000. I might as well spend to fix it, and it was $1,400. Boom, that's another $1,400 to fix. Guess what? The car still didn't fix. So I just spent $1,400 on a car that was broken from the start, and there was no way to get it. So I kind of took an L. But then when I took an L, I took a bigger L because I said, you know what? I need a car still. So I bought another. You know, I spent the money. It was completely a stupid idea. But my whole point is, I was never able to like hold on to money because I never had that. My father, and I see this, when you're an adult, you sound like you sound kind of dumb saying this stuff, but it's the truth. Like, nobody's ever taught me about this ever. Like, my whole life, I was speaking with somebody, and like my whole life is like not fight or flight, but like what's the word, survival mode. So it's like I'm on survival mode. So every time I got money, I would spend it on things I needed to, and there's no money in the bank because I like, okay, I'm gonna go buy weed, I'm gonna go buy some food, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna pay my bills. Thankfully I pay my bills and stuff, but obviously pay bills last because that's what an addict does instead of paying it first like I've been doing now. I would never look into this camera. I'd always look straight into my phone, and now I'm trying my best to look into this camera. I'm really trying. I've always felt like I can do YouTube. I have so much knowledge. I have so much energy. Right now, it's probably not the best day, but maybe it is. Maybe it's bad. Maybe you guys are feeling amazing. I'm just not feeling like the best because, like I said, I'm going through withdrawal, so I'm having weird symptoms and just heart palpitations. And you guys got to realize that when I say I smoke, minimum 7 to 10 blunts per day, every day for 7 years. Minimum. Okay, minimum 4 blunts. 7, 10, kind of crazy, but like, as crazy as that sounds, there's plenty of days where I can smoke 10 blunts, and it's not 10 blunts back to back. It's in the morning, I wake up, 1, 2 blunts, hey, maybe 3 if I'm feeling good, and then I'll go chill, and then I'll go, or not chill, I'll go work, and then I'll relax a little bit, like get all the weed out the car, you know, chill, then I'll go work, and then I'll fucking, you know, wait, work for a couple hours. If it's, hopefully it's a good day. If it's not, I'll come back. And, you know, I'll just try to, on my lunch break, which is after like a 4 or 5 hour shift, I'll smoke again, probably 1 blunt. I mean, not all the time, but, you know, most of the time. And then I'll go work again, and then I'll come back and I'll smoke at night. And that's what every day has consisted of for the past 5-6 months of being homeless. Because I'm homeless, but like I said, I'm grateful I have my car. I don't own my car, so that's one reason I say homeless, because if I owned my car, I wouldn't really be. And I like to say home is where the heart is. So that's why I feel like I'm so strong-minded, because I understand that I am a very strong person, and I can get through a lot, you know. I can get through a lot, man. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot in a short period of time, and I've been through a lot just over the years of like my whole life growing up, that I kind of just let it. I was like, it's okay, because I knew it would fester, but I never knew it would fester as much, you know. Like, I remember I had one chip. I had a fucking chip in my tooth. I used to be scared to talk to girls because I had a fucking chip in. Not scared to talk to them, but like, I know girls like that. They want you to have nice teeth, but man, I'm telling you, I fucked up a lot of my life overthinking, smoking too much, doubting myself, doing all this shit. And then there's so many times where I just get the burst of like inspiration, love, and that's God. I'm like, man, yo, I feel amazing. Bro, if my teeth were good, tell me, wouldn't I be a fucking model? No, okay, maybe not a model, but let's be real. Like, yo, I'd be, you know what I'm saying? I'm him. Like, nah, you know what I mean? I ain't got no tattoos, clean as a whistle. I wanted tattoos my fucking whole life, but I never got a tattoo. I like to say it's because the Bible, that it says, you know, thou shalt not desecrate their body. But, you know, I don't like to throw the Bible too much, because let's be real, I'm not a Christian, but I do believe in God. I'm not a Christian, but I believe in God. But I don't do everything in the Bible, so that's why I don't like to preach it and act like I'm a fucking saint, because I'm really not. But I do try, and I do believe that there are certain things in the Bible that may be more like important, or more like, you know, truthful, but at the same time, everybody has a different timeline where they finally unlock themselves and understand, you know, like they say, you know, God's genuinely not gonna, you know, you will be judged way less less as harsh if you weren't aware. If you're aware of what you're doing, and that's even why I'm doing this now. I'm so aware. I'm so coherent outside. I've never been more coherent, and it makes me trip because think about all these homeless people. Are they just like super fucking coherent or super drugged out? It's either or, because like even when I'm on the and I say drugs because like no, if you smoke weed as much as I did, it's a drug. If you didn't smoke a lot, it's not a drug. I don't believe it's a drug. You can really control yourself on weed unless you smoke as much as I did. That's the thing that you got to realize. It's not just because you smoke a lot of weed. It's because you smoke a lot of fucking weed and you do a lot of other bad shit and you're unhealthy and you're not exercising and you're getting older in life, and and you also never know when you're gonna die. Like you could die any day, and people like to say, oh, well, I'll live till 30 minimum, or I'll live till 40. Like I've always just like, you kind of just, it's not that you even think about it. The thing is, you don't even think about it when you're smoking and you're going through life. You're not even like coherently thinking about it, because I remember there was times when I would think about death, and you think about life, and you think about all this stuff, and you would feel and it would just be too much. Like it's like, oh my god, it's a brain overload. Like I think about death and life, and it's just like, oh my god, I can't do nothing, and I'm scared and all this stuff, and the older you get, the more you realize that we are all we got, bro. Like everybody can help everybody, but they don't want that. I say they, and now I sound like a fucking but what I mean by they is I don't think the government wanted that, obviously, or else they would easily make that happen. How the fuck do we go into COVID and $300 billion just pop out of nowhere, but just a month before that everybody's fucking homeless and everybody's fucked, and then now we're in COVID, we're just gonna start sending out checks to everybody, we're just gonna start cleaning up the streets, we're just gonna start doing everybody has to stay inside, and we're gonna give homeless people free hotel and housing. Like, what the fuck? This makes no sense to me that you guys can't just do this normally. You make $3 trillion in taxes, and you're telling me that you can't even do what? I mean, I get it. Living in America, it's important to pay for war, and I don't know too much on the subject, so I don't even want to go too in deep in that subject. But I know that the only reason that we are free and can wake up and eat your stupid food and drink your stupid Starbucks coffee without worrying is because we're paying $800 fucking million for soldiers or for wars or whatever the fuck we are doing, because I don't know, but we're doing that shit, and that's causing the people to like be able to do this, live your life, go start a business, go do what you want here in America, where there's conjoined races and everybody's together and everybody could be one. But instead you have hundreds of people around you every day driving to work. You don't even conversate with none of them. You don't even say hi, or you say hi but you're holding back, or just be a person. You gotta grow. And I look at people like Martin Luther King, and you look at these greats, and you're like, man, I could have been like that one day, or I could have done something like that, or I could have changed life, but you're too like, nah, but I'd rather just eat my chips, and I'd rather fucking go to my job and watch my TV and consume my bullshit. And it's crazy because once you're on this side, which is the side trying to get better, it just feels so weird, man. It feels so weird. Like you feel like I don't want to butcher it, but like what I mean is it takes away from the love of it. So when I started doing music, I used to love listening to music. I still do, but it's so powerful now because now I'm more woke and more like understanding, and it's just a lot more powerful. And I do listen to music. I still make music. I still do all that shit. But my whole point is like, when you used to do stuff and you don't put your whole your whole belief into it, you half-ass it. That's the problem with a lot of everything. A lot of people are half-assing life. A lot of things that they say, like, yo, it's just cliche, you haven't woken up, or you're not awake. They just don't really, because I'm not gonna lie, when I started like really opening up and breaking and like opening up to people around me and like breaking through the matrix or the levels or whatever you want to say, you feel weird. But not just you feel weird, it's I think it's genuinely an attack against the devil. Not opening up, but everybody starts attacking you. They start thinking you're wrong. They start thinking you're lying. They almost make you want to go back into like, oh, well, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe, like, I swear, I was even, and obviously you're not supposed to cut anything cold turkey, so it's hard to not just smoke. I don't want to, but the one thing that I don't know if I said it or not, I genuinely don't want to smoke. Like, I feel like I don't want to smoke. I don't want to eat bad. I just woke up one day, and it's so weird because I mean, I've been feeling this for a while, but I genuinely, that's why I'm making this video, bro. I've never felt like this before. I don't want to smoke. I just want to help people, make amazing. And that's the thing that I've always said. My life is super content because all I want to do is make music, bro. All I want to do is make music, and it seems like it's beginning so fucking hard. Like, I get a hotel about once a month, twice a month, and I still got my laptop and stuff, and I try to like make beats, and I still drop stuff, and I still drop stuff on YouTube, and I still, I'm grateful that I'm still a part of society to an extent. I still go places and they don't know I'm homeless because I have, some clothes, and I can wash my clothes, and I have a job that I make money. Thankfully, I'm behind in my car payment, I'm behind in my phone payment, I'm behind in everything, but they all know, and it is what it is. And I was also robbed just a couple months ago, and it sucked. I was robbed for everything. All the money I had, my wallet, my fucking cards, and it wasn't robbed at gunpoint or nothing like that. It was literally robbed at a festival, and it sucks. I went to a festival with a friend who offered to pay for me and take me because I didn't have no money. I'm homeless, but he said, you have a great time. So I went, and I had a great time. It's nothing that, but I got pickpocketed while eating in the crowd. I got pickpocketed in my jacket, and they took my wallet, and he tried to charge and a bunch of stuff, and all my accounts were negative already, so a couple of my bank accounts closed. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that this is day one of sobriety, and I genuinely feel like I can make an impact and a difference in people's life, as well as mine, as well as my dogs. But I know my dog's like amazing. I've had him since 11 or 12, 2 months old. Sorry, he's 11 now, but I've had him since 2 months old, or 2 weeks old. Literally, when he was born, I couldn't get him because it was too early. He had to still eat off his mother. And then when I got him, I just raised him since I was 16, and now I'm 27. Got him for my 16th birthday, and I never realized. And I want to also put, like, this is definitely my hero right here. My dog is like, I'm more sane because of him. Just like if people have a kid or something, and I don't want to compare my dog to my kid, but I've raised him for 11 years plus by my side. I've made conscious decisions to choose him over jobs and other stuff like that because it's not worth it to me. I'd rather have the love of my dog, and I'd rather like enjoy my life with my dog in my car. We're having so much fun. I cook, I pull up to the side of the road and I cook and we eat. We go running around, and what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do a lot of that stuff when I had my house, I didn't take him on walks as much because I smoked weed all day. And now we're outside, and I embraced that. The first day I knew, I was like, yo, this is gonna suck, but it's gonna be amazing because I finally get to be with my dog all the time. I hated going to work for 8 hours, and you know what I mean? Because like, people don't realize how much of your life you're wasting, and all the people you're missing out on, all the shit you're missing out on for a couple bucks. I mean, if you got to pay your rent, other than that, you're fine. But like, people, like, they give their whole life to their job. They go to their job, they listen to every single thing the boss says, but they would like doubt something their friend says or something. And you got to understand that I'm not just saying friend. I mean, your real friends, and your real people who are beside you. And if you don't, then you need to find out now, because that's what I've been doing for the past couple months. I've been trying to find out who's really beside me and who's really here, because just because I'm down does not mean I'm out. I genuinely feel like I can make a difference, a comeback, and change my life. Even this year or last year, I made like $100-something in BMI, and BMI is broadcast music industry. Is it industry? I can't believe I didn't know what the I stands for. But it's pretty much a company that collects your money for music. You know what I mean? Collects your royalties and stuff like that. And I made around $100, and you got to realize that most places pay around 0.001. So to make $100 is actually a decent amount of money. Obviously, it's nothing you can live off of, and it's not a lot, and it comes every couple months, so it's not sustainable. But it's a huge impact on my music career, and on me realizing that I can actually do everything on my own. Not on my own because like that sounded stupid as fuck. That's one of my problems, thinking I could do everything on my own. I should have had more people around me. Like, it's a team effort. I'm not everything. I'm not a videographer. I could be, and I've done it. I've made my own videos, pictures, music. I think during some point in everybody's life, if they're doing the music and stuff, you're gonna end up making your own everything. Will it come out good? That's on you. But all I know is you're gonna end up doing it because you're gonna feel like you need to do everything. But it's not. You need to let the pros do the pros. So you need to get the money. You need to get your money right. You need to relax, cut off all your addictions, cut off your habits, and get your money right. And literally, just change the whole situation, man. You gotta get your money right, and then you can start paying for album covers, and you can start paying for quality everything, whatever. You can pay for studio time. Just because you can produce doesn't mean you can't go pay for another producer. You can, like, people want to like fight and argue of like spending money because of how hard it is to get it. They want to be like, I would never pay that, or I would never do that, or I would never pay someone to hop on my beat. But you don't realize that all that's doing is benefiting you. You don't think it is because you're spending money, which you worked, and then you think it's not benefiting you, but it's benefiting your career. Because if I would have had 10 plus artists on my beats right now, if one of them blew up, or even if some of them got traction, I'd be way more known. I was really, everybody is like to themselves and they think they can do everything on their own and they want to, you know, but it's really a group effort. And that's why I try to tell everybody, I'm like, yo, can you guys help me? Not with money. I need a therapist. I need this. I'll figure out how to get the money to get it. Just like it's hard to do everything on your own, because first off, you have to agree that you're in pain or in, you know, you have a problem and you need to fix it. And then, you know, you got to just tackle it, because I realize so much that, you know, you just waste your life letting it live for you, you know, instead of living. I've been doing YouTube for a while. I haven't really put this much effort into any video, and it's so funny because as much effort as I'm putting, I'm really not putting much effort. I'm putting more emotional stability, and I'm putting my real life on camera. So it's a lot, you know. This is literally the fear of every person that I think that I could be wrong, but I think the most fear is like being judged, and I generally don't care now because I've become more one with God. So I genuinely only care about the judgment of God. And I just realized that, man, I have so much knowledge and so much ability to help people and make amazing music and just create an amazing life that doesn't have to be super rich. And if I was rich, that'd be amazing. But, you know, I can also just like have a nice little apartment. And this is what I always said too. Even if I got rich, I'd be like, I don't want a big ass house. Like, I'm super content person. Like, I'm really to myself. So I just have an apartment. And I'd always be like, yo, if I had a Lambo and an apartment, I wouldn't care. And people are like, oh, that's not financially stable. That's not, you know. But if you had the money and you were completely fine, there's no reason you can't. First off, you know, my grandma died with $90,000 of debt. So you got to realize that means that she stressed a lot of her life about that debt to pay it, and then just died. So that hit me. And that made me realize, like, man, you can just die with millions of dollars of debt. And, you know, it's just going to get what? It didn't get passed on. None of us are paying it. So I don't know what they mean by it's going to get passed on. Like, my brother, my sister, nobody's paying that debt. That debt is gone. That debt is eaten. It was already gone when it was gone. You know, they probably already, like, replaced it. As soon as they got the debt, the company replaces it. So they're fine. And they're not, you know, that's how they know how they're to cover their own ass. So they're fine. And we overthink as people, and we work our asses off, and we sweat for these companies that genuinely don't care. And if you put the same amount of energy into your own self or your own business or your people around you, you can really build a huge thing. But you got to break everybody out, because everybody's stuck. Everybody's stuck in this box. Everybody doesn't realize, because, like, you know, there's only so much you can do. And then you don't want to, I don't know if you want to, like, disrupt the vibrations of, like, man, because, like, imagine, like, every single person was woken up. What would happen then? Is there no government? Is people going to start fight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just, like, think about what happened with COVID. Everybody went and stormed the Capitol. They were like, fuck this shit, bro. All y'all people are rich as hell, and y'all old in your houses, and we're just out here to die. So it's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't know, but we need to, like, Elon just put something, the Neuralink in a human. And we'd always talk about the future, and I realized that it's finally really coming. And, you know, we're genuinely, you know, that's another thing. You know, not everybody's blessed to live as long as they know, or not everybody gets to reach 60 or 70 or 80 or 90 or 40 or 20, or, you know, people don't even reach 15. So you really got to be blessed. Not be blessed, but you got to be, like, think that you're blessed. And you got to respect God. You got to respect the universe, respect the people. Treat people with more kindness than you can. Treat people the way you want to be. Like, all the things that are cliche. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people better than the way you want to be treated. Like, have you ever seen somebody come in a room and just, like, acknowledge, like, everybody acknowledges them because their energy is just so high? Like, if I came in the room like, let's go, we wanna kill everybody, everybody's gonna start smiling and laughing, because, like, I'm just having a great time. I'm not worried. I'm not exuding my thoughts out. See, that's what people do. I think they put their thoughts, and they like, oh my God, does this girl think I'm cute? Or does this guy think I'm cute? Or, like, if a girl is talking, you know, or, oh my God, does it, like, they don't literally, they don't close that and just have a great time and then, like, think about that later, you know? They can just realize, like, yo, I just came in with the highest amount of energy, and I really made a difference, and I made an impact, you know? This is the first video in my whole life that I've ever done like this, because I was, like, you know, locked down, and I was never able to talk this long consistently without smoking, and even when I did smoke, I wouldn't be able to talk this long or talk about all this stuff, or, you know, just a lot of things that happen in life. And it's just time that, you know, I hope some people care. I hope this helps people. I'm not trying to just rant. I'm not trying to get rich. I genuinely, I'm not in the best position of life. So I'm making a conscious decision. And I say conscious because I'm not just saying I'm changing. I want people's help. I want people to call me out. I want to genuinely change. I want to be a different, like, I don't want to be a different person. I love who I am, but I just want different habits, you know? And I'll be a different person, I think, because I would do different stuff and I would act differently, and I would hold myself to a higher caliber, because I used to hold myself to a high caliber. But then, like, as life goes on, you start, like, not holding yourself to a high caliber, because you kind of like I said, you don't care what people think. And there's so many people who say they don't care, but they still care, you know. And even though I didn't care, I genuinely cared. It's impossible not to care, and that's what I used to be mad at myself for, which is definitely not a mad trait. It's a super good thing, and I'm blessed to even have it. You know, I'm just a loving person. Like, I'm not the super nicest person. I'm not like a fucking amazing, but sometimes I used to let people walk over me just to be nice, you know, and that's not a good thing. Obviously, God doesn't want that. He doesn't want you to just get walked over. But you know, He wants love to be real. So if it's a genuine ask, if people are genuinely coming to you for help, then you can definitely do anything in your power to help them. Even some people that aren't genuinely asking for help, you can still help them. You know, everybody deserves help. Everybody deserves a couple chances. One chance, it depends on a couple chances. Like, what I mean by a couple chances is, like, you know, sometimes people are going to ask for something and they're not ready yet, and you don't know they're ready, and you're going to try to help them as hard as you can and not realize they're not ready, and there's nothing you could do except for just, like, hopefully they become ready, because not everybody even becomes ready. Not everybody gets to be rich. Not everybody gets to enjoy this. Not everybody gets to enjoy that, but you will get to enjoy it because, you know, no, not because, you will get to enjoy it if you just embrace everything. Like, it's not even about being rich. Like, you know, I'm having a lot more fun just telling you guys I've always wanted to speak about my story and say a lot of things, but, you know, there's plenty of people who are going to call me a failure. There's plenty of people who are going to talk shit on me, you know, but it is what it is, you know. I've already been through so much. Like, you got to realize, like, I've been through at least 10 jobs. I've been fighting addiction for a long time. I've been homeless / you know, on the edge for a couple years now. Homeless for like 5, 6, 7 months, but I was in the hotel for a year and a half, paying the hotel by myself with with my dog. And that was stressful just in itself, because I would realize, like, you know, I'm paying $700 a week for a hotel, and I had to pay every week, which sucked. And I have a dog, so it costs more. And I'm never giving up my dog. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, that just it hit, you know, because you realize, like, yo, I'm paying so much, I'm doing all this stuff, but I had to, like, because that, like I was telling my brother, you know, you gotta be grateful that you can work, you know. You gotta be grateful. I was in the elevator the other day, and a lady was like, yo, how's DoorDash, you know, is it good on the weekends? I'm like, it usually is, but man, it's just doing really bad, you know. It's doing terrible. It's just doing terrible. And she was like, yeah, but at least it's sunny outside. And I'm like, man, amazing, you know, amazing. Like it's all about, like, just looking at the bright side and the better things that you know. That's why I try to say, I'm in my car. I sleep in my car for real, like, you know. And it's tough because time is so slow outside. Like that's why I try to tell my friends and stuff, like, you guys don't get it. You guys have your laptops and your computers and these things and Instagram and this and that and YouTube and just getting up and doing nothing, walking around your house and, like, you know, and all this stuff. And when you're on the street, you realize, like, yo, time is so slow, and all these people, like, they take so long to respond to you, and then you're like, you know, and it's just because they're doing nothing. Like, they think they're doing something, and if they're genuinely doing something, like, you know, I'm not saying, like, everybody needs to just fucking respond to everybody in 2 seconds and, like, who cares about people. But what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of people put their priorities. They show you them, you know? So, hold on. So, you choose your priorities. You make a conscious decision. And I want to use that word many times because I want you to realize, like, I genuinely have to be, like, conscious for this. And what I mean by that is, like, it took multiple tries and fails. Like, I've probably tried to stop smoking, but never genuinely. Like, I've tried to stop smoking because I wanted to save money or something that didn't matter. Now I want to stop smoking for my health and, like, the future. And I feel like that's a huge improvement to, like, want to actually do it and to actually try. And, you know, all I can do is hope that people take it correctly and understand that I just want to help people. And, you know, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a saint. I'm not, you know, but I really do try, and I have tried for a long time, and now I'm making the greatest effort I can. So it'd be nice to have some help. It'd be nice if you can at least try to see the positive in this. It's an hour-long video. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that I can just sit here for an hour. That's actually insane to me. that I can just sit here and talk for an hour when I probably would have been watching YouTube. I would have been watching a video or something like that, and just like, you know, not wasting time, because I do get stuff out of the content. I get enjoyment, I get, you know, relax. I am working hours a day, and then I come, you know, so I get it, you know. There's a moderation thing that I was trying to say, you know. It's all about moderation, everything, you know. It's not that I need to eat unhealthy ever, just like literally moderate it, like barely eat, you know, and I'm just abusing everything, so it's not good. But I thank you if you made it this far, because I don't know who wants to listen to me talk for an hour, but if you do, you are literally making this world a better place, because I genuinely feel like I have knowledge to help people. And if I don't, please let me know that this is terrible knowledge and this is not helping anybody. And if it is helping you, please let me know as well, because I can use that help as well, because I'm currently homeless, and all the stuff, all the love and all the help and everything matters. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please like and subscribe, because this video can get shown to a lot of people. And let's try to make this world a better place for real, and just genuinely like help each other, bro. And like, I want to take you guys through my journey of becoming sober and trying to get to a place, and you know, this could be amazing. I want to make a conscious effort to change, and I want to see like what the universe is going to throw at me, because you got to realize, once you open your mind and you choose to do something, the universe will allow it if you genuinely want it and you genuinely make a conscious effort. Because people aren't making efforts, man. Like, I've talked to my bro, my best friend in the world. I've texted him like 7 times in the past week. Are we doing YouTube? Are we hopping on? Are we making videos? Like, let's get this content out. And he's like, yeah, but he's never like really ready, because he has a house, because he has his own fucking life, and nobody cares about anything except for their own life that they're stuck in. And that's why I'm trying to break people out of their own life. This is my best friend. I would do anything for him. So when I tell him something, I tell him like, yo, I'm not just saying things. Like, I'm genuinely trying to like make a difference. And if you don't want to be there, that's completely fine. Just let me know. I don't want to waste my time trying to like get you to do something that you don't even want to do, because not everybody has to do YouTube, but I know that everybody has knowledge to do YouTube. I'm not saying everybody's going to be a good YouTuber, but if you share your knowledge, bro, you can change this world. Like, there's so many people who don't have a father. I never had my father growing up, man. Like he wasn't around. He started other families, and now he's around and he's helping me out, and I'm super grateful for it. But you know, I'm 27, you know, so like, I missed out on a father growing up. I never had, you know, I never had anything. Never. He never taught me one thing. He didn't teach me one thing in my life growing up. That's what sucked. It sucks, but you know, I'm grateful he's here now. Don't get me wrong. You know, I tell him I love him. I appreciate him. I have love for everybody. You know, he's my father. My mother just passed as well, so that gave me a deeper connection to like you know, hold on to my last parent. I told him that too. I'm like, you're my last parent, bro. I don't really know you, but like, you know, like, we got to do something. We got to make conscious efforts to like know each other before one of us is gone. And you know, I just think that people, I don't know, either you're not taking life as serious as you should, because I get it, you shouldn't have to take life serious when you're fucking 10, but maybe you should, because that's the whole point. Like, your life will be a lot better and you can have more fun the earlier you take life serious. But you know, then people look at you, and that's what, it doesn't matter what people look at, but yeah, people will look at you, and that's what people are scared of. They're scared of like, oh, looking at that 10-year, oh, his parents put him through hell to be a pianist and all that. But I bet you he's having an amazing life right now, and he's like enjoying it now. Maybe he didn't enjoy it then, but would you rather enjoy it then and not enjoy it now? Or would you rather not enjoy it then and enjoy it now? You know what I'm saying? If I would have fucked myself over as a 10-year-old to 20-year-old, and I would have just worked my ass off, kept my head down and did nothing, I'd probably be okay right now. But I didn't do that. And I did do that, but not completely. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, I worked plenty of jobs. I've saved plenty of money. I've had over $10,000 multiple times by myself. But I never did the right thing with it. I bought weed. I did this. I did dumb shit. I rented Porsches, and I had fun, and I didn't think about the future, because I smoked so much weed I never could see the future. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. And this is just, I feel like I haven't even. No, I definitely got to a lot of stuff in this video, but there's still more. There's a lot more. I'm human, and I have a lot of years of life, you know. But I don't know, man. This is just day 1 of sobriety, and it feels weird, and there's nothing else I know to do except for just talk to the camera. And now, you know what I mean? Like, I realized, like I told you guys, out here the time is so slow. So like, even this hour we've been talking, it passed by pretty fast, first off, because I'm talking about like something I genuinely care about. my life, and I genuinely didn't care about myself for a long time. That's even why I got so fucked up. I didn't care. I tried to smoke myself dead. I tried to eat myself dead. Like, that's what people fucking do. Like, what the fuck? That's what everybody's doing. They're asking for help non-verbally, but nobody can see the signs, and they're just gonna accuse you of doing things, and you're gonna fight back. You're gonna be like, you don't want to help me? Well, fuck all these people and fuck everybody, and nobody cares, and it's just crazy, because like, they do care, but like I said, everybody has their own life. You have to respect that, but there's also like a point where like they have to respect that they need to show more love, because people aren't showing as much love as they could. They think they have more time. Everybody always thinks there's more time, and you just never know, man. You never know when that last day is. I'm so blessed that I was able to tell my mother the night she died that I love her. A lot of people don't get that. I was speaking to her on the phone, and it was just like any other day. I said, I'm gonna come see you tomorrow. I love you. And she was crying because she was starting to become nonverbal. She couldn't talk anymore. She had a stroke. And I put a lot of pressure on her because I was so young, and I told her, man, like, just try hard to walk, and I'll take you in. And I didn't even have a place to go. I was gonna buy an apartment and just take care of her. I didn't care about that. But my brother and my father, I let a lot of people dictate my life because of the weed and because of the shit I did. I'm not gonna act like I wasn't, being a man earlier. I let a lot of people dictate my life because these are people I love. So I thought they would have a good decision. I thought they would care more about the future, more about anything. But it was more so just, you can't take care of your mother. You shouldn't. That's selfish of her to want you to take care of her. But I always looked at it like, man, that's so selfish of me to not take care of my own mother. Like, fuck this life, bro. Fuck all these cars. Fuck all this job. Like, I'd rather just have my mom right now, and I'd never get to talk to her again. And it sucks. But like I said, I talked to her a lot. I said a lot of things, and I told her I love her the day she died. So I'm content. I'm lucky, because I know a lot of people probably aren't, and I'm super blessed that I was able to feel content that I told her that, because we've spoke before, and she said, my mom never told me I love you, so it's hard, because she's never told me she loved me in her life, her whole life, not once. But I knew it because she's my mom. So, sobriety, day one. I hope a bunch of you guys do it. It's amazing. Just day one, it's amazing. Well, it's like day 3, but it's day 1 for real, because I haven't smoked at all. But it's day 3 because like I had to like let it get out my system. I had to kind of smoke a little bit because like I was getting like, so that's what they were telling me, to smoke a little bit. Don't just stop. Cold turkey is not good for your body. It's not good you stop anything. You can stop cigarettes, eating, anything. Nothing cold turkey. Just slowly, So I'm gonna slowly hinder myself off all that stuff, and we'll see what happens by like next month. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see if I look more healthy. We'll see if I can get a Giga Chad jaw. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we're gonna go crazy, man. We're gonna make amazing music. I never stopped believing for once that I wasn't gonna make it, even if I'm out here, man. Even if life is super hard, I still post videos. I still make beats. I still think that I can make it. I genuinely do. I think my music's amazing. I think I have a good head on my shoulders. I just gotta take it more serious, But just the past years, I've been getting beat up so much that I was like, fuck it, take me. But I wasn't saying it to God, because I knew that I wasn't no godly child. God's not taking me, But I do believe He's taking me now. He did die for me. It's a lot. And you got to really go through it. So I'm grateful to go through this, because I have so much more genuine love for everything. People, life, everything. But I had to go through the worst of the worst to get it. But it's worth it. Hopefully it's better later. You can do crazy stuff, but I don't know, man. Life is crazy, and life is short. So tell everybody you love them. Treat them with respect. Call them every day. Bug them. If they really love you, they don't care. I tell people they can bug me all they want, bro. I don't care. I don't fucking care. You can call me fucking 2 hours. I don't care. It sucks, man. The only thing that sucks is just the love from other people. It's not real, and you don't realize that until you like you kind of just accept the love they're giving you. You have to accept what they give you, because they don't have to give you a full amount of love. They should, they should give you as much love as they can, but they don't have to. And especially if you're not like worthy of receiving it. A lot of people try to give love, and a lot of people neglect it, and it's only so much you can take before we're all human before. But the spiritual side came out of me today, and God is talking through me a lot right now to hopefully save a lot of you people out there. And a lot of my, you guys are all my family. I treat everybody as close as I can. I don't care who you are. I treat everybody like family. I send free beats out to everybody. I do all this stuff. I don't care. That's why I'm not rich. I didn't take it as serious. I didn't treat it as a business. I treated it as like, I would just love to make amazing music with millions of people. Like, that's so much better than like being rich. If I had just a million songs with like amazing people who are super good at their craft, I don't care about money. The only reason I only need money is to have a fucking roof over my head, and I get that. And that's the whole point that like makes you look kind of crazy, because, if you're like, oh, who cares about money? Everybody's like, oh, well, if you don't do money, then you're literally homeless, and you're literally this, and you're literally that. But, maybe a couple more people need to become homeless to really break down and understand that they're not showing their partners enough love. They're not showing their children enough love. They're not showing enough time. They're giving their time to other people and other things that aren't real. Like, you're giving your time to a job that cares nothing about you. You're giving your time, when you have a child who doesn't know about credit, you have, like give your time to other things, That's why I'm saying the addictions, when you're an addict, you give all your time, all your free time goes to that. And even if you're done, you're just chilling, So I hope a lot of you guys take whatever you can take from this video and change your life before it's too late. That's what I did when I went to the doctors. I told her, I was crying. I told her, I was like, yo, I'm a fucking crier, bro. That's why I smoke weed, because I dull my emotions, because I have too many emotions and too many feelings, and it's hard when you're out here. Not even just out here, like the past couple years, it's just hard, a lot of stuff. But yeah, I told her, like, I need to change my life before there's no time. Told her that I need to change my life before there's no time left, and before there's no time. And she said, what do you mean before there's no time left? And I said, before I'm gone, before, like, anything could happen. And just because I'm young doesn't mean I have a full life ahead of me. I pray I do. I'm gonna try to be healthy. I'm gonna try to work hard, and but nobody knows what can happen any day, any time. Look at so many things that happen to everybody just for living their life, and you just never know. So I really wanted to make a conscious effort to start being the person I say I am, and doing the things I say I want to do, regardless of my image. I let my literal teeth, that's it. Teeth, and I'm a little bit overweight. I'm not fucking fat as hell, but I'm fat, bro. I'm not skinny. But, that's it. I let those two things run my life. That's crazy. But not completely, because, like, I still show love, and but, like, I haven't talked to girls a lot, because I know, who the fuck wants to date me? Who the fuck wants to date me? Come on. Who? Let's be real, So, there's no point of wasting my time and just getting shot over and over and over when who the fuck wants to date this, But it's not just about this. I know it's about the brain and your heart, and that's more important. But it's hard for me to see that, because, we're all human. So as much as you say, oh, it only matters about the brain and the knowledge, and I don't care about your appearance, we're all gonna get old and ugly. Can you look at these teeth for the next 20 years? Well, obviously, if I get my life in a better position, I will try my best effort to fix my teeth, but it won't be in the next day, So I don't know, man. But all I can do is just stop hiding, start opening up, and hopefully things change for the better. And if they don't, well, at least I tried, genuinely. And that's the main thing that people don't realize. They don't try because they think that it's not enough. But I was telling my brother, if you try, like, you're genuinely trying as hard as you can, and that's all that matters. You might not get rich, but getting rich is different to everybody, because, like, you got to think about it. There's people who have 50 million and they're not rich yet, but, like, let's be fucking real, bro. Like, I can live off 50 million for the rest of my fucking life because I'm just one person. So you're plenty rich, bro, but you have a fucking huge ass mansion that you don't need. You have fucking all this shit you don't need. Even if you have a family, you don't need a fucking mansion, bro. Now, do you deserve it and you earned it? Yes. Don't get me wrong. You earned that shit. But, like, people are making 100 million plus when you don't need that much money, and you're gonna give it to your kids. Bro, if you made $3 million, you'd be fine. And I get it, because inflation, and I don't want to sound too stupid, because I understand, like, the more time, if you gave $3 million now, it really, like, 10, 15 years ago, $3 million is a lot, but now $3 million isn't a lot, but it depends on what you are, because if you own your house, and you're paying a minimum mortgage or whatever, or even if you own your house and you're paying a taxes on your house and you don't pay anything else, just the taxes every year, bro, you can live off 3 million. I was telling my brother, you can live off 3 million forever. Like you can, if you don't have expensive habits and you eat fruit, and like I just bought a whole salad this morning for like $1. I bought 30 cents banana, 50-cent watermelon, like a whole bunch of shit that's super cheap. But it takes more effort. You got to go to the store every day. You got to do a lot of stuff that you don't want to do because you're not appreciative, you know. Like the first thing I did when I got out of the hospital was went to the store and bought a watermelon. I was so appreciative to just, like, I'm so grateful that I can get up and go to the store every day and buy a watermelon. You know, I'm trying to make a conscious effort to be appreciative for everything and understand that, you know, this life isn't guaranteed and this time isn't guaranteed, and I'm wasting it just smoking and doing all the shit I shouldn't be doing. And you know, I could be a way better person and a way smarter person and create a big ass foundation for everybody. Because like you know, all I want to do is help people now. And you know, first thing I was thinking is, man, should I become a nurse? Because like that would, like, or a doctor, because that would fucking, you know, I'd be able to help people. But you know, it's not necessarily the right thing to do just because it'll help people. This can help people more. Who knows? Like I might not be a good nurse. I might be a better talker. I might not. I might, you know, that's the thing. You never know. You gotta just try as much as you can. And the whole thing is, as long as you're genuinely trying to help people and you feel like you're genuinely trying to help people in your head, and the results are somewhat showing, then keep doing what you're doing, man, you know. And I know I've said peace a couple times, but that's my whole point. Like, I'm outside and the time is just gone, so like there's no if after I shut off this video I have to go back to work, and then I might go to the hospital later. I might go tomorrow just because I know this is like, I'm still feeling weird. I know they ran a bunch of tests. They ran sugar, heart, blood, everything, and everything was fine. And I said, it doesn't make sense, bro. I drink so much. I drink cases of soda. I eat unhealthy. How do I have nothing wrong with me? It just doesn't make any sense to me. The only thing I can think of is because I smoked all that weed. Like, that's the only thing. Other than that, I don't know how I don't have any heart problems. I don't know how I don't have any shit. But the thing is, it's because I kept smoking the weed. So now that I'm not smoking it, that's when the problems start coming. And that's my whole point of why I'm trying to stay at the hospital, stay up to date, trying to help consciously fix myself, you know. So this is the last time I'm actually going to say peace out, but well, last time in this video. But thank you guys for watching, especially if you made it this far after the first time I said like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe again. Go on your other account and like and subscribe. Help a brother out. I'm trying to get out the street, you know what I'm saying? Me and my dog trying to get out the street. Nah, but for real, that it would mean a lot. I've been growing on YouTube. It's funny, ever since I became homeless. Not ever since, like probably a month or two after, when I started just dropping a bunch of shorts, I started growing. Because I just drop any shorts, because I'm just trying to get, you know, content and get views out there. And you know, I drop a lot of my music as well, but obviously it doesn't get that many views because, you know, people don't know who I am. And I hope this video really helps. I hope this video makes a lot of people go check out my music and go say it's trash. Go say it's amazing. You know, go say how you feel. I don't want you to fake it. You know, tell me if it's trash. There's plenty of my music out there that's not the best, but I still think it's amazing. And there's plenty of my music out there that's way above amazing. And if you said it was trash, I wouldn't even be affected. And it might sound cocky, but I made it with the heart, and that's all I can do. That's the best I can do, you know? So it's not about the way I make it. It's about how I make it, you know? So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much. An hour video. Amazing. This is my first real YouTube video that I've ever done in life, and I hope that there's plenty more. I want to do a lot of driving videos. I have so much I've always had this content in my head, but I smoke and I just can't get it out because I was overthinking, and you're subconscious and you're smoking and you're like, I'm high. I'm like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I doubt, or my teeth are, nobody wants to look at my teeth. I know nobody wants to look at my teeth. These teeth suck. But fuck it, there's nothing I can do. I can't get the information out without opening my fucking mouth unless I write it down or text it. But nobody cares about that because then they don't know who the fuck I am. You gotta feel it, and you gotta see me, and you gotta know, you know? So like and subscribe, please. Thank you for watching the video, and I love all of you guys, and I please pray that all of you, I'm praying for all of you guys. Hopefully you get over that addiction. Hopefully you start today, man. Start today. Be like me. I'm going on a 30-day streak. You can watch all my videos for the next 30 days. And literally become sober with me. Let's go. Let's fucking do it. I challenge you. I literally challenge you, the person watching. I don't care who you are. You're not sober, or you are already sober. What do you have an addiction from? Do you watch porn? Do you go to the gym every single day? Do you literally? And the thing is, even if the things are good for you, you can be addicted to it. You know, you gotta, like, can you stop doing what you love to do for a couple days and feel nothing? If you can feel nothing and just feel normal, then you're completely fine. You know. But if you feel like, oh my god, I gotta play my video games, or oh my god, I gotta do this, or I gotta do this, then you're anxious. And you need to stop doing what you're doing, take a break, moderate, get back to real life, go outside, smell the flowers, look at the sky. The sky is beautiful, man. The sky is fucking, you know what I'm saying? beautiful sky, beautiful world we're living in, amazing people, shit people. There's a lot of everything. You choose what you bring your energy to. You can put your energy towards shit people or put your energy towards yourself. That's what I challenge you to do. Put all your energy towards yourself. Don't put your energy towards bad things. 2024, let's all change our fucking life, bro. Let's break out of this bullshit that we're in, because like nobody should be feeling the way I'm feeling. And I know there's people who are happy who feel the way I feel, but they're masking it, you know, because I've masked it plenty of times myself. So it's hard to break through people because they don't want to like break character. They don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't want to, you know, but I just can't care no more. It's not benefiting me. It's not doing nothing, not saying anything. So this last time I'm gonna say it. Please like and subscribe. I love you guys. Please do something that's gonna benefit you this week. I don't care what it is. Call your mom, call your dad, tell them you love them. Let them text you back why you acting weird. Tell them why you're acting weird. Tell them, you know, life is short, and you know, a lot of people don't like take it as serious because you're like, oh, I'm not gonna die till I'm older, or oh, I'm healthier, oh, but you don't know what can happen anytime, you know. So I'll keep ranting, I'll keep saying like and subscribe, and I'll keep saying bye, and I'll keep going on because now I'm sober and I don't know what to do, and I keep talking, I don't know how to stop. So all I can do is say thank you guys for watching. Please, I love you guys. Continue watching more. I have music. Go listen to my music, go listen to my beats, go do anything, but also, and most importantly, get sober. Thank you. I love you. Peace out.